Blessed love, everybody. Guys, so thanks again for tuning in, to another video, guys. And let us keep each other in prayers, guys. Because without him, guys, none of us would be here right now. So we always have to, you know, give him thanks and keep each other in our prayers and all of that good thing, right? So, guys, let me remind you once again, guys, to please like the video, share the video, subscribe if you haven't already done so, and hit that notification bell. So just in case, as soon as I post another video, you'll get notified. So sometimes we're on YouTube and we come across some videos, and we just click on it and start watching. And so if you've been watching the videos, guys, and you like what you're seeing, just please hit the subscribe button, share it with your friends and family and whoever. If you're in a group, share it with your groups and all of that good stuff. All right, so let's jump right in, guys. We the Independence Commission of Investigations, which is called INDICOM, is probing the death of Jerome Williams, an inmate from the Old Harbour lockup in Jamaica. The 32-year-old laborer, as he is reported, from Old Harbour, St. Catherine, he died on Thursday, and that was August 21, 2025, after being admitted to the Kingston Public Hospital. So Williams reportedly became ill while being held at the Old Harbour Police lockup. He was first taken to the Spanish Town Hospital before being transferred to the KPH, where he later died. So an investigation was launched, right? So news of the probe by Indicom was made public on August 22, 2025. That was, I guess, immediately after he died, or no, I'm sorry, the day after he died. So, guys, we'll be keeping our ears on the ground to see if we can find out, what was the cause of death as soon as they release that information. All right. Okay. So I have a update, guys, for you guys. So if you're looking at your screen, if you don't know this face, you might have been living under a rock for some years now, But just in case, for some of you guys who doesn't know who this is the great Usain Bolt, the sprinter from Jamaica, 100-meter fastest man on earth, and I think he still holds the record as the fastest person alive. So don't believe anything else you hear. Anyway, so just an update, if you remember, for those of you who have been paying attention and heard about this, his company, was defrauded of some whole heap of money, guys. Millions of dollars. So right now, as I said, it's an update. They're gonna be getting back some money. Thank God for that. So his company, Wellgen Limited, is among the first 40 defrauded clients of Stocks and Securities Limited, which was famously called SSL, set to receive a partial payout from a victims' compensation fund. The payout started on Monday, August 25, 2025. So the payout amounts, as it is said, approximately $75 million, which amounts to 11.6 billion Jamaican dollars, was distributed to the first group of victims, which is good news, guys. Really, really good news. So the SSL Victims Compensation Fund holds roughly 75 million US dollars against a total of 1.7 billion US dollars in approved claims. The initial payment represents only a fraction of the total money lost by clients. So, guys, it's a whole heap of money that people lost, doing their investments in that company. Sorry. So, Bolt expected recovery money, while the exact amount of Bolt's initial payout has not been confirmed. His attorney, who is Linton Gordon, stated that it would be only a small part of the total amount stolen. The payouts represent a significant step in addressing one of Jamaica's largest financial scandals, but full recovery for all victims, including Bolt, remains uncertain still. Details of the fraud, the massive fraud of Kingston-based SSL, is estimated to have siphoned over 30 million US from more than 200 clients, right? With Bolt's company alone losing a reported 6.2 million US dollars, right? Former SSL client relationship manager Jean Ann Panton was charged in 2023 with fraud-related offenses. Reports state that she used doctored client documents to steal from accounts over more than a decade, right? Bolt's legal team is pursuing civil and criminal action against SSL to recover its funds. So the company SSL has been placed under court-monitored winding up process since May 2024, when government oversight ended and the legal trustee was appointed. So again, guys, you know, it's been a long time waiting, you know, it's been a long time coming, you know, and we still will be keeping our ears on the ground to, you know, for updates on this again when more money has been paid out to Bolt and other clients. All right, so moving right along, guys. The next story that I want to come to you with is as you can see on your screen, the headlines: Kingston woman charged with murder. And you know, this one is really twisted. I don't even know what the word to call it, guys, but it's you know, it's such a sad case, you know, of what should I call it? Manipulation, you know, all kind of things, whatever word you want to use for this guys. So this 36-year-old woman, whose name is Stephanie Buckley, of Water Street, Kingston 14, has been charged with murder of 32-year-old Jeremy Harris. I'm not sure if it's Jeremy or Jerome, but it's one of those names, because I heard Jerome at first, and then after I heard Jeremy, but his name is Harris, whatever the case is, the first name. And he's of Water Street, Kingston 14, in their community. And this happened, guys, on August 17, right? Reports from the Nenhamton police are that at about 1:35 p.m. an argument developed between Buckley and Harris, during which Harris attacked Buckley. During the attack, Buckley received multiple injuries, and she used a knife to stab Harris in the upper body. The police were summoned, and injured persons were taken to hospital, where Harris was pronounced dead. But guys, that's the reported story of the police. But you know, word on the street is that you know, this woman Stephanie, and guys, I must add, you know, some women can be such, you know, devious, you know, manipulators, and you know, you can choose another adjective of what you want to call these women, because some of them are nothing but you know, some demons, some devils, you know, in disguise. Because this is the word on the street, guys, that you know, they had a child together, right? And this lady, you know, nowadays everyone is on social media and, you know, all of that stuff. So she reportedly went on social media, you know, let me say, destroying the man's character, that he's a worthless father, and you know, he doesn't take care of his kid and all of that stuff, right? So this man, he decided that maybe he suspected from before, but he decided that he's gonna do a paternity test on the child, which he went along and did. And lo and behold, guys, the man found out that the child is not his. Right? I'm not sure of the age of the child, but just imagine he has been spending all this money on the kid, and only to find out now that the child is not his. So he in turn now decided to make it known himself, just the way she went on social media. He decided that he's gonna do the same thing. So he went on social media and let everyone know that this woman is a pretend and all the other adjectives that you want to use. And he told his side of the story that the child is not his. So I guess she saw the story, and she decided to confront the man, because now her feelings is hurt. But I guess she didn't remember that she went on social media first, and destroyed the man, telling everyone that he's whatever kind of father and blah blah whatever, right? So she saw the man, and confronted him. Argument started. She pulled a knife and stabbed the man. Now she wasn't satisfied, guys, because the man wasn't killed at that time, the first time she stabbed him, right? And he said something to her, like, you really stabbed me over, something like this, which you were the first one that went on social media telling everyone that I'm a deadbeat dad and all that stuff, right? When the child wasn't mine, right? So I guess she even got worse outrage, right? And she went over, stabbed the man again. By the time they rushed the man to the hospital, he lost his, as they would say, he lost his 3 points. He's no longer among the land of the living, guys. Can you imagine that? And now, this is what I always say. In all of this drama and everything, who is the one that's gonna get the blunt end of the stick? Yes, you're right. If you said the child, you're right. Because he's the child, he or she is the one that's gonna get the as they would say, the shitty end of the stick. Because now the mom gone to prison, and the person he or she knew as a father is dead, but still not not the father of he or she, right? So now what is gonna happen to that child? And we all know some of the horror stories that can happen. So it's gonna take a good family member or someone, maybe the court has to decide what's gonna happen, and hand over the child to whoever they choose to. Right? So as I said, the child is the one that's gonna get the shitty end of the stick, guys. So in all of this, I'm saying that to say, we all can, hash out our differences, no matter how big or small it is, guys. We all can hash out our differences, by just handling things, let us say, the adult way. We can talk it out, come to an agreement, and just keep it moving. Because then again, first, let me tell you, they both had moved on with their lives. Each of them having another person in their life, meaning she had a man and he had another woman in his life, right? So they could have talked it out and just work out the difference. Now the man, I guess he wanted back money that he had spent on the child, which we all know that he's not gonna get that back. So he in turn could have just said, he leave it alone and say, let me just move on with my life. I'm not taking care of that, spending not even 1 cent more on that child. You know what I mean, guys? So we just need to calm ourselves down and just handle things the right way. Amicably, without someone being killed, shot, stabbed, or whatever. You know what I mean? So it's just an unfortunate situation, guys. So let's hope others learn from this and just decide to decide to handle things different if they come in the same situation. All right, so guys, that's where I'm ending it now today. So thanks again for joining me on another video. Please remember to like the video, guys, share the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, and hit the notification bell. Please, guys, I'm begging for the likes and the shares and everything, so the channel can grow and whatever. I'm here for the long haul now, guys. So please do the honors. All right. Blessed love. Peace.